My child, a group of two people are heading towards your home, and you need to be careful of them. I am going to reveal exactly why it's necessary for you to discern what these people are planning to do, and how you can safeguard yourself. Do not be alarmed by my words, but rather be strengthened. For when I warn you, it is not to bring fear into your heart, but to give you the advantage of foresight, to prepare you, to arm you with the shield of wisdom, and to guard your steps so you may not stumble. I am not a God who hides things from those who walk with me. I reveal secrets to my beloved so that they may not be taken unaware by the snares of the enemy. You are not alone in this moment, for my presence surrounds you, and my hand will guide you in all discernment. The two who approach you come with words that appear smooth, but beneath their tongues lies deception. They will present themselves as helpers, as those who wish to share in your life, but their motives are not pure. Their steps are guided by selfish gain, and they come not because they love you, but because they see something in you that they covet. They have spoken to one another in private places, and they have formed intentions in their hearts that are not aligned with peace. I hear every whisper in their conversations. I know the thoughts they think before they even take shape in their minds. And I tell you, child, those thoughts are not for your good. I do not reveal this to you so that you might hate them. For hatred does not belong to you, but discernment does. I reveal it so that when their feet touch the threshold of your dwelling, your spirit will already be awake, your eyes already open, and your heart already guarded by my counsel. If you were to receive them without wisdom, their influence would plant seeds of confusion in you, and they would use your openness as an entryway for their schemes. But because I love you, I am giving you sight beyond what the natural eye can see. You must understand, my child, that not all who draw near to you do so because they are sent by me. Some are drawn to the light I have placed in you, not because they wish to honor it, but because they hope to diminish it. Others see the blessing upon your life and imagine how they can attach themselves to it for their own benefit. These two who approach you are of this kind. They sense that I am with you, and they believe that by being near you, they can gain access to what I have reserved for you alone. But you must not allow them to take hold of what is sacred, for what I have entrusted to you is not meant for those whose intentions are crooked. Guard your words in their presence. Do not share openly the treasures of your heart with them, for they are listening not to celebrate your journey, but to find where they may exploit it. Silence will be your strength, and wisdom will be your shield. Answer them with grace, but measure your speech. Let no secret escape your lips, for the enemy delights in knowledge wrongly placed. Speak only what I give you in that moment, for my spirit will guide your tongue. Do not fear that you will misstep, for I am within you, and I will stir your conscience. If you remain still and listen, you will feel the unease within your spirit when they speak. That unease is my signal to you. Do not ignore it. Do not explain it away as imagination. It is my voice, subtle but firm, letting you know when their words are a mask for deeper intentions. If you pay attention, you will see the truth behind their smiles and the motive behind their gestures. Do not open your door without first opening your heart to me in prayer. When you stand before them, remember that you are not standing alone. I am standing with you. My presence will be a barrier they cannot cross. My light will be a fire they cannot extinguish, and my peace will be a wall around your soul. They may attempt to stir you with questions, with stories, or with subtle flattery, but your strength will be in remaining unmoved. When you remain anchored in me, their words will lose power, and their plans will unravel before your eyes. You wonder, child, why I allow them to come if their intentions are not for your good. Hear me. I allow this not to harm you but to train you. For discernment is not learned in theory but in practice. You will learn through this encounter how to distinguish the voice of truth from the voice of deception, how to recognize the difference between those who come in peace and those who come clothed in peace, but carrying strife. This moment will sharpen your spirit and mature your understanding. I am raising you to be wise, and wisdom is formed in moments such as these. Remember also that though their plans are hidden from you, they are not hidden from me. They speak in secret, but I listen. They plot in darkness, but my eyes see through it. They believe they approach you with advantage, but they do not know that I have already gone ahead of them and spoken to you. You are not caught unaware. You are not defenseless. You are already ahead, for I am the God who warns and prepares. Be kind in your manner, for kindness is your nature in me, but be unyielding in your discernment. Let your kindness not be mistaken for weakness. You do not need to mirror their intentions to protect yourself. The light I have placed within you is stronger than any plan they carry. But you must not hand over your keys to those who come only to use them against you. Protect your space, protect your heart, protect your calling. Not all are meant to be welcomed into the inner chambers of your life. Understand this also. The enemy often works through pairs, for one strengthens the other in their deceit. Alone, their confidence might falter, but together they embolden each other. They rehearse their words before they come to you, thinking their unity makes them strong. But remember, child, their unity is not rooted in righteousness, and any unity that is built on deception will collapse. Do not be intimidated by their number, for I am with you, and I am greater than 2 or 10 or thousands. With me you stand in the majority. You may feel the temptation to question why people cannot simply come with pure hearts, why they must conceal motives, why they must walk in cunning instead of truth. Know this: the heart of man, when not surrendered to me, is easily swayed by selfishness, by envy, by fear. But this is not for you to solve. It is for you to recognize and respond with wisdom. Do not waste your strength wondering why they do as they do. Use your strength to remain aligned with me, for in that alignment, you will never be shaken. If you open the door, open it with my name upon your lips. If you welcome them with my presence filling the atmosphere. Let them feel that the ground they stand upon is not theirs to control, but mine. They will sense it, and it will unsettle them, for deception trembles in the presence of truth. The mask they wear will feel heavy upon their faces, and the weight of my presence will expose the cracks in their pretenses. If you remain still and listen, you will see their own words betray them. For lies cannot withstand the light. They eventually crumble under their own weakness. Should they ask of you things that do not align with peace, you need not argue. You need not defend yourself with long explanations. A simple refusal wrapped in calmness will disarm them more than a flood of justifications. Your strength will be in your serenity, your authority in your composure. For the enemy delights when you are rattled, but he is silenced when you remain rooted. I will not let their plan prosper against you. They may try, they may speak, they may push, but I have already placed a boundary around you. Their hands cannot reach beyond what I allow, and I do not allow their harm to touch you. You are mine, and I guard my own. You may wonder what they hope to gain. Hear me. They desire influence over you. They desire access to what I have placed in you. They desire to shift your path to serve their purposes. But what I have ordained for you cannot be stolen, cannot be redirected, cannot be corrupted. It belongs to you, sealed by my promise. They may knock, but they cannot enter where my seal rests. I tell you these things not so you may live in suspicion of every person who comes, but so that you may learn the art of discernment without becoming hard of heart. Love must always flow through you, but wisdom must guard its gates. A river flows freely, yet its banks guide its direction. In the same way, your love must not be without the boundaries of discernment, or it will be misused. Listen, my child. After they depart, do not carry their shadow with you. Do not replay their words in fear, or allow their presence to linger in your spirit. Once they leave, release them into my hands. Pray for them if you feel led, For they are blind more than they are wicked, and blindness leads many into folly. But do not bind yourself to their intentions. Shake the dust from your feet and move forward in peace. This moment is not sent to break you, but to train you. It will sharpen your hearing, strengthen your discernment, deepen your reliance upon me. And when greater things come into your life, you will look back and understand that this was but a small preparation for larger discernments ahead. For as I elevate you, more will draw near, some in truth, some in falsehood. You must learn now how to separate the two, so that your steps remain secure. My child, you have asked to understand why it is so important to discern the people who come into your life, why it is necessary to weigh carefully whether they are sent to bless you or sent to disrupt you, and why you must not simply open every door to every voice that calls your name. I will speak to you plainly, for I do not desire that you walk in confusion. Discernment is not a luxury for those who are strong. It is a necessity for every soul who walks with me. Without it, even the most well-intentioned heart can be misled. The journey I have set before you is not only about what you achieve, but about what you protect along the way. You carry treasures within you, your faith, your calling, your peace, your joy, your growth. And these are not visible to all, but they are seen by both heaven and hell. Some who are sent to you come as helpers, as encouragers, as those appointed to walk beside you for a season or even for a lifetime. They are sent by my hand, and their presence brings alignment, rest, and a holy sharpening of your spirit. But others come not because I sent them, but because the adversary, seeing your light, seeks to dim it through subtle influences. Do you remember, child, how the serpent entered the garden? He did not come with weapons in his hands, but with words on his tongue. He did not strike Eve with violence, but with persuasion. The danger was not in his appearance, but in the intent behind his words. And so it is even now. Those who seek to pull you from my path rarely come as open enemies. They come as companions, advisors, friends. They come clothed in light, though their source is darkness. They come with smiles, though their hearts are plotting. And if you lack discernment, you may confuse their presence with my blessing. Discernment, therefore, is the gift that allows you to separate the pure from the poisoned, the true from the false, the sent from the deceiving. It is the light in your spirit that exposes what the natural eye cannot see. Without it, you may embrace what is harmful and reject what is meant to heal you. Many have welcomed into their inner circle those who carried destruction, because they judged only by appearance, by charm, by words. Many have turned away true allies because they did not recognize the form in which I sent them. This is why I speak to you, so you may not make the same mistake. Understand this: not all who smile at you are for you, and not all who challenge you are against you. Some who flatter you seek only to gain from you, while some who correct you do so out of love that protects. If you do not discern, you will lean toward those who appeal to your comfort, and you may push away those who actually speak life. The enemy knows this weakness, and he exploits it. He sends those who will say exactly what you want to hear, because he knows the flesh delights in agreeable voices. But my spirit trains you to listen deeper, to test the source, to look beyond the surface, to measure every voice against my truth. Discernment protects your destiny. Without it, the wrong relationship can derail years of your purpose. A single partnership entered without my counsel can cost a season of growth. A friendship embraced without wisdom can sow seeds of doubt that choke your faith. A confidant chosen without guidance can carry your secrets into places they were never meant to be heard. The adversary is not careless. He knows that one wrong connection, allowed close enough, can undo much progress. That is why I warn you. That is why I call you to discern. Do not think discernment is suspicion. It is not living in fear of every person, nor is it distrusting every hand extended toward you. That is not the life I give you. Discernment is peace with clarity. It is the ability to welcome with open arms those I send while maintaining strong boundaries against those I do not. It is not paranoia but wisdom. It is not coldness but protection. It is the guardrail that keeps you from plunging into valleys of regret. How then will you discern? You cannot do it by your own wisdom alone, for the heart of man is complex and appearances can deceive. But I, who search the hearts and test the thoughts, I reveal truth by my Spirit. When you abide in me, when you quiet yourself to listen, I speak to your conscience. I stir unease when danger approaches, and I release peace when I am in something. My Spirit bears witness within you, guiding you like an inner compass that points always to truth. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. The more you ignore it, the fainter it seems. Sometimes I show you plainly through dreams, through whispers, through a sudden knowing that cannot be explained by reason. Other times I speak through circumstances, closing doors that you tried to open, frustrating plans that were never for your good. You may feel disappointment in the moment, but later you will see my mercy in the prevention. For what you thought was loss was in fact protection. Many times I have spared you without your knowledge, removing from your path those who would have harmed you had they remained. You may not realize it until years later, but every no from me was a shield. Every disruption was a deliverance. But know this as well. Discernment requires your willingness. I will guide, but you must choose to heed. Too many of my children sense the warning in their spirit, yet they silence it because they do not want to believe it. They cling to relationships I have shown them to release. They excuse behaviors I have highlighted as dangerous. They call what is toxic a test of patience, and they refuse to let go even when I have made it clear. Child, I cannot protect what you insist on holding on to. You must trust me enough to obey even when your heart resists. Why do I speak so strongly? Because your life matters to me, and every voice that enters your life has influence. Influence shapes thought. Thought shapes action. Action shapes destiny. If the wrong influence is allowed close, it can slowly bend your path until you find yourself far from where I called you. This is not always sudden. Often it is gradual, unnoticed until much has shifted. That is why you must discern early, before the roots grow too deep, before the ties become chains. There are people I have ordained for your benefit, people whose presence will lift you closer to me, whose counsel will sharpen your faith, whose prayers will cover you in times of weakness. These are gifts I place in your life. Sometimes they will not look like what you expect. They may be humble, unnoticed by the world, yet their words carry weight because they come from me. They may not impress you with appearance, but they will impress you with truth. They may not tell you only what you wish to hear, but they will tell you what you need to hear. Do not overlook these, for in them is life. There are also those whom the adversary sends. They may appear more appealing, more persuasive, more magnetic. They may come with promises of opportunity, of companionship, of help. But their fruit will not align with righteousness. If you look closely, you will see patterns of manipulation, of self-seeking, of subtle undermining of your faith. They may encourage compromise in small matters, until small becomes large. They may draw you into constant distraction, until your time with me dwindles. They may flatter you to gain access, but their end is to weaken you. You must not fear them, but you must recognize them. For once recognized, they lose their power. Once exposed, they cannot entangle you. That is the strength of discernment. It shines light where the enemy thrives in shadows. It gives you choice before the snare is sprung. It gives you freedom where otherwise you would be bound. Do not measure people only by how they treat you in the moment, for some will treat you kindly for the sake of gain, while others may challenge you for the sake of your growth. Instead, measure by the spirit they carry, by the fruit of their lives, by the peace or unease that stirs in your spirit when you are near them. My spirit never lies. If you walk in step with me, you will not be deceived for long. I know you fear making mistakes, fear trusting the wrong person, fear pushing away the right one. Do not let fear rule you. Trust instead that I am able to guide you. You do not need to live paralyzed, second-guessing every decision. Simply stay close to me. Ask me before you commit. Listen when I nudge your heart. Pay attention to the quiet voice within. Test every spirit, not by suspicion, but by alignment with my word and my peace. When someone draws you closer to me, strengthens your faith, deepens your love, encourages righteousness, you will know they are for your benefit. When someone pulls you into compromise, drains your spirit, unsettles your peace, or distracts you from your calling, you will know they are not. I will never leave you without guidance. Even in the most subtle of deceptions, I will place signs for you. Moments where the mask slips, words that reveal motive, actions that expose truth. If you are attentive, you will see them. If you are humble, you will heed them. I am faithful to warn, faithful to protect, faithful to guide. Remember, child, discernment is not a one-time lesson, but a lifelong practice. As long as you live, new people will enter your life, some for a moment, some for a season, some for eternity. Each requires discernment. Even those once sent for your benefit may change if they stop walking with me, and you must discern again. Discernment is not about labeling others forever, but about listening continually to my spirit. Do not grow weary of this practice, for it will preserve your destiny. It will keep your heart free from unnecessary wounds. It will guard your path from needless detours. It will allow you to walk in peace, knowing you are surrounded not by those who drain you, but by those who bless you. And when the wrong ones approach, you will not fear, for you will already see them for what they are. So I tell you, my beloved, trust me, lean on me, ask of me, and I will give you discernment beyond your own ability. I will train your ears to hear, your eyes to see, your spirit to sense. You will know what is of me and what is not, and you will walk in wisdom, safe from snares, secure in my guidance. You are never alone in this. I am with you, I go before you, and I will not let you be deceived if you hold fast to me. Discern, my child, for in discernment is safety. In discernment is wisdom. In discernment is peace. And in discernment is the assurance that no device of the enemy can prosper against you.